Yeah, that was really bad. You were coming down a little bit quicker than you were before as well. So that's why things felt different as well. So that's why you got to make sure you come down at the same speed every single time. You grabbed the brake, that's all. Yeah, you just grabbed it. We didn't really squeeze. You don't want to jam it on in one big go at the beginning. So yeah, got to be smooth, gradual all the way through. Okay? You okay? Yeah, no, you definitely saved it. But then there was another little skid after that as well. So you got to be careful with how much you're trying to brake. So yeah. Well, if you're not awake now, you definitely are now. So yeah, no, good work. Okay, so yeah, remember, keep it 2 lines below the 50, okay? Have a practice stop down the other end of the road, just to get your confidence back, okay? But yeah, keep it 2 lines below that 50. How'd you go? If it felt normal, felt good, felt easy, then you're doing it the right way. There we go. Now cruising along and braking. There we go. That was nice and smooth. Everything worked really, really well then. And the bike didn't struggle to stop either because we used that brake lever properly. Okay, so give me another one just like that, okay? I need consistency. Okay, I need consistency.
I say the same thing.
You know why I like my bike, the little FZ6N? It's actually in Grand Theft Auto 5. Alright, it's back into first gear, mirror shoulder check, yep. Alright, remember, same speed, getting up to speed, backing off, cruising, same style of braking again. Cruising along now, and braking. There we go, we got it back. Okay, so we'll end that braking on a good note. Only problem was you left your indicator on the whole time. Okay, so final nail in that coffin. So yeah, it's all good though. I'm more happy that you got your braking back sorted after a big scare like you just had. Okay, because that's enough to shake anyone's confidence. Okay. Yeah. So we've got the left-hand wheel track as well. We've got the oil slick, and then we've got the right-hand wheel track. So just be careful. You are getting close to that oil slick. So make sure you're in the left or the right. When you're looking down at this, for example, if you see the line in the middle of the road, if you're on a tight little lane like this, you see the line in the middle of the road here. When you're up in your riding position, you're just looking down at the handlebar. That line should just be on the outside of the handlebar here.
Yeah,
okay. Same thing if you're on your left-hand wheel track on a tight little road like this, just put the curb just on the outside of the handlebar when you're looking down at it. That way you won't be too close or too far away. Okay. Alright. Now if you're pulling over on the side of the road, try to do everything as well as you can. So get your feet up. Don't walk the bike along if you can help it. Okay, because they're looking for that as well. I know, but you don't have to rush. And that's what they want to see. They want to see that you're in control all the time and being safe. Doesn't matter if you're halfway in between pulling over and the car's going around you. As long as you're doing stuff properly, they're happy. Yep. Alright. When you're ready, we'll head up to the giveaway sign and we'll turn left. You're on the left. Yep. So there, you didn't close the gap off on the curb, so you've got to make sure, if you're turning, we'll turn right up here. You've got to make sure if you're turning left, be left. If you're turning right, be right. A little bit close to the car in front there. Well, at least you know the dangers of not being consistent. Right-hand lane. Indicator off though. So try pushing it a couple of times, don't just rely on pushing the indicator switch once. Checking our mirrors so we know who's behind us. Getting down through our gears. Making sure we're in first before we stop. Awesome, good work. Oh, if you'd broke like you just did then in the wet, you would have been on the ground, yeah. There was no question about it. So, yeah. That's why when we have certain wet days, if I don't think a rider's ready to ride in the wet, then I reschedule the lessons. The weight's got nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with it. I've had a student that came up to me with this big massive Harley. I can't remember the model of it, but it was about almost 400 kilo worth of bike, and he said the U-turns can't be done on it. And I said to him, cool, let's go do a lesson anyway, we'll see how we go, I'll bring my other bike with me just in case. And he's like, okay, stay where you are, you're fine. And yeah, I got on his bike to the street where we do U-turns, and I was actually surprised on how easy it was to do the U-turns. All because I use the same technique that I teach everyone else. Stop, yep. Yep. Don't rush. If you rush, just small mistakes happen. Yeah. I was actually, I was in my head I was thinking, yeah, it probably can't be done, but I just wanted to try it anyway. And then, yeah, it could be done. And then I pulled over and he looked at me and he's just like, okay, I'll shut up now. No. Same, well, bigger bikes have bigger brakes, don't they? Yeah, you've done the right thing. Just leaning into the other lane a little bit too much there. So you don't want to be too close to that center line when you're leaning over. Which way's the lane telling us to go? So left-hand wheel track, because we're turning left. Remember what I said, if you don't hear an instruction, just follow the road the way it goes. And if I haven't said anything, there's usually a good reason for it. Usually it's because the road's already telling you where you're going, or there's a one-way sign. Head checking the side streets. We're going to turn right at the roundabout. moving to your right now. Don't have to be cautious about this car too much because they've already seen you, they've stopped. It was good to start slowing down for that car, definitely, but we didn't want to brake any more once they actually stopped reversing. They'd be what, sorry? I honestly don't know, and I've never been game enough to test the traction on these things. Massive corner cut there. So definitely don't want to do that, okay? Yeah, no, I've never been game enough to test the traction on these pavers. Such a stupid design choice for a road. I think they're just going for looks more than anything. Trying to be fancy. Sorry, I'm having trouble hearing you. Oh, yeah, I've seen that, yep. Cars, we should have been in our right and then moving over to our left for the oncoming car. Yep, but we could have just threaded the needle and not gone on the oil slick at all, because either way we would have had to have made two manoeuvres anyway. Like here though, definitely the oil slick, because the cars are passing at the same time as passing these parked cars. Then we look over our shoulder and move back to our right hand wheel track, so yeah. Whenever you're going to the left-right wheel tracks or the oil slick, you've still got to look over your shoulder whenever you want to move off those positions. Did that little white car just cut through the roundabout then? I swear he was in that left-hand lane. I'm going to have to check that. Keep your revs up, get your revs up before you let your clutch out. But don't move yet. So yeah, always get your revs up first, then start letting your clutch out. Yeah, that's okay. He was driving pretty quickly around there, but still, yeah. Yeah, basically. I mean, you'd already pulled out. The car didn't have to slow down at all. So, in a way, you kind of did give way properly. But he was driving pretty quickly around there, but at the same time, yeah, exactly. It would still be you at fault if he hit you. But yeah, when it comes to taking roundabouts, pulling out in front of cars and stuff like that, try not to overthink it. If you would go in your car, you'd go on the bike. Yeah. But sometimes we just misjudge, like we did there, on how fast the cars are going. To be honest with you, I was actually surprised that that car was there. Because I went to go myself, but then like I saw him coming, so I stopped.